Nigerians, we are one people. God made us united in our diversity. We have one history. We have one destiny. We are Nigerians. Let's rise and
A very good afternoon, viewers. You are once again onto the program One Nation, coming to you from Nigerian Television Authority NTA Sokoto Network Center. The world is giving a very big recognition to teachers on the 5th of October, and this comes yearly. And having come right about time the world will be celebrating teachers worldwide, we have invited a guest in the person of Honorable Hajia Kulu Haruna, who is the Commissioner for Science and Technology, and who herself has been a teacher for most of her life, to discuss issues about teachers. Ma, you are welcome on the program.
Thank you so much.
The world is celebrating teachers, and it's only worthwhile to celebrate teachers looking at the place they occupy in the world over, in terms of socio-economic and even cultural development of every society. How has this World International Day for Teachers come about?
The World Teachers Day was initiated by the former Vice President and later President of India, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. He was born on 5th October, 1888. And therefore, he just woke up to convince himself that instead of celebrating his birthday, he would want to make it a celebration for teachers. And that was how it started. Now, after the UNESCO resolution and the International Labour Organization of 1994, it was resolved that teachers should be celebrated the world over. Like you know, teachers form a special group in the society. In those good olden days, next to the chief in importance was the village headmaster, who is by extension a teacher. If you see a teacher in those days, you see somebody who is a role model, knowledgeable, over and above those he teaches. You have seen somebody charismatic, responsible, and respectable. That is it about the teacher. But then the converse is the case nowadays. Although with the establishment of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, which was established by Decree number 31 of 1994, the lost glory of teachers was revived. Before then, anybody could wake up to become a teacher. But then with the coming of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, we feel that teaching, like any other profession, should be upheld with high respect. A teacher can only teach if he or she is a professional by training. A teacher should also be registered with the council. A teacher should also be subjected to training and retraining on the job so that he becomes or she becomes abreast of the day-to-day happening in the area of teaching profession and the general current affairs of the nation.
In person, like many other viewers out there, people hold the notion that perhaps the worst wrongdoing is to neglect teachers in the society which they built themselves. Here you are talking about the profession. I mean, teachers being re-inaugurated as a professional body, and that goes along in speaking volumes about the importance of teachers. But people still look down on teachers because of the lesser pay they receive compared to other civil servants in different sectors of government. Do you think by making it a professional body, that will go a long way in changing so much, or would there be need for teachers to receive much more than they are being paid currently?
Certainly, teachers need to have high pay. They need to have high salaries so that they can also take care of their own personal needs and at the same time also present themselves corporately in the society. You are aware that there are some societies or states whereby if you are a teacher, it becomes difficult for you to get a wife. Now, the trend is changing with the professionalizing of teaching and also with the changing dimensions across the world. Even though you say we should limit ourselves to the Nigerian situation, we have to go beyond that to find out what is obtained in other nations. Let's look at what is happening in Germany. In Germany, teachers are highly paid. They are the most highly paid civil servants. In Germany, in Germany, because we all know that whoever you are, no matter what profession you belong to, you are a product of a teacher. And therefore, a teacher, by all means, by all standards, should have high pay, should have that respect, and also should be seen as a model in the society. So therefore, we need to borrow leave from what is obtained in other nations of the world. Nigeria needs to look at the situation of teachers and upgrade their salaries so that at the end of it, they can also have that morale booster and face their job as is supposed to be done. You know, there is an adage that says, teacher's reward is in heaven. But nowadays, we always say, even though we want to be rewarded in heaven, but we also need that reward on earth. We need it now and beyond here. That is the hereafter. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I have that strong belief that teachers' salaries should be reviewed and they should be one of those that should have high salaries in Nigeria.
The world is celebrating International Teachers' Day, and most people would not still know of how much importance or do not hold in high esteem teachers, especially in Nigeria. What will be the benefit in celebrating this day for teachers?
No, the benefit is that they will earn more and more recognition in the society. People will now know that, yes, teachers are special. They are being celebrated because they are models. They are knowledgeable. They are supposed to have knowledge over and above those that they teach. And like I have mentioned, whoever you are, whatever your profession is, you are a product of a teacher. And therefore, by celebrating the World Teachers' Day, we are now showing the world that, yes, teachers are special people, and therefore they are being celebrated.
Hello, viewers. If you are joining us lately, we are discussing issues to do with International Teachers World Day on the One Nation. And my guest is also a teacher, and she is now in the pivot of affairs to do with managing affairs of teachers and the person of Hajia Kulu Haruna. We are going on a short break. When we return, the discussion continues. You are welcome back on the One Nation, and we have been discussing issues to do with Teachers International Day, which is being celebrated on the 5th of every October yearly. And my guest is an icon in the profession. She is also in the center of affairs to do with teachers in Sokoto State. And the discussion will continue now. Ma, you have been a teacher for quite long. You have had great records to do with teaching itself. You know what it was like to be a teacher, and you also know very well how teachers are, how they practice the profession now. What will be your take on the differences between teachers in the days past and teachers in the present day?
Now, like I have said, in those good olden days, if you see a teacher, you have seen somebody special, a role model, responsible and respectable, somebody who is willing to sacrifice his or her time for the benefit of the younger ones that are coming up. By way of dressing, by speech, by behavior, you have seen somebody different. That is a teacher of the yesteryears. But nowadays, so many things are coming up that have tried to bastardize the profession. You see, we have been having instances of people coming to say that, please ma, or please sir, help me to get a job, even if it is teaching. So this is belittling. This is embarrassing. Why? Because they have seen that teaching should be seen as the last resort, especially to the youth. Now, every Dick and Harry believe that he or she can jump into the classroom to teach. Find that knowledge, profession or no profession, knowledge or knowledge, anybody can jump into the classroom to teach. So along the line, the profession became bastardized and people started to become discouraged about the quality and position of teachers. Now, with the establishment of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, we are trying, or the council is trying to restore the lost glory of teachers. in terms of professionalism, in terms of ensuring on-the-job training, in terms of regulating the behavior of teachers within and outside the school situation or the classroom situation, and in terms of everything you can think of. So we hope in the nearest future, and with the council on board, I believe a lot of changes will come up.
Teachers nowadays appear to be more concerned with the pay rather than the integrity or the reputation they have to protect. Is that a major change, or do you see that as proper to look for higher pay and also put together with trying to protect an integrity to build a reputation?
To me, I believe teachers should be sensitized and mobilized towards knowing that reputation is more important than what they will earn at the end of the month. Because as a teacher, I know I have been coming across of those I taught whom I cannot even recognize. But the moment they see me, they said, yes, this is Malama.
Many of them.
They respect me, they honor me, because they know that at a time I was there with them as a teacher, and I believe in their own well-being. And I believe we have so many of such instances and so many of such cases. So what we are saying is that with this, the World Teachers' Day celebrations, you find that so many activities and programs are being done. Currently, teachers are being screened, and at the end of it, they are going to come up with the best teacher of the year. So this should serve as a morale booster to teachers and those that are yet to come up. Because once they know that, yes, at the end of it, if I put my maximum best, if I respect myself as a teacher, if I show concern for those I teach and for my society generally, at the end of it, some form of rewards will come. You find that attitudes of teachers will change. Certainly, teachers, as I have said, they need high pay. They need some special salaries. But then the special salaries should go simultaneously with integrity, with commitment and transparency, with hard work, so that at the end of it, the lost glory, inshallah, will come back.
I must emphasize that you have taught for longer time than most people think. And you have known the in and out of the profession itself and the challenges involved. Challenges are still part of the profession. Teachers are facing a lot of challenges, there's no doubt about it. Yes. But should that be a deterrence, or should that be should that be enough to discourage teachers from putting in their best in building their own society?
That should not be a deterrent to teachers to sit back and relax and say that, okay, I want to switch over to other professions. Let us stay on the job. Let us see what can be done to build our profession. Let us cheer ourselves up. Let us be proud of ourselves. Let us professionalize and be registered. Let us practice teaching. Even in case in those good olden days, if you are a headmaster, you still go and teach. If you are a school principal, you still go to the classroom and teach, because you are proud of your profession. So this is what we want to encourage teachers to be doing. Let's know that even as the Commissioner for Science and Technology, if the situation were I can go and hold my chalk and teach. That will make me more proud of my profession as a teacher. I know when I was in the Ministry of Education, there was a time I initiated what I call Operation Go Back to Classroom. When I found that we had scarcity of teachers, especially in needy areas, I assigned some of my directors to go back to the classroom and teach.
Directors?
The directors in the ministry. I initiated that. We designed a special timetable for them. They went back to the classroom. They were happy. They were proud. So this is what we should be doing. Let us be proud of our profession. If we do that, I'm telling you, the sky is the limit of teachers, and we shall be respected more and more. And then we shall be honored by those we teach.
I must also point out that going through the challenges as teachers, people would put in a significant period of their life as teachers, maybe without much to come by in terms of remuneration, what they will have at the end of the day, and so on. But when teachers are co-opted into the system, for example, like yourself, we realize that they are some of the best we have in our own society in terms of delivery of the mandate they have been given, in terms of their kindness, in terms of their patriotism. What would you want to say about teachers' special status in our own society, even today?
Now, as I have said, and I will continue to mention, teachers in the society are supposed to be special people. They are supposed to be role models. They are supposed to appear corporately.
Corporately, most of them
Yes,
hardly care about
even if you don't have enough money to buy expensive dress, use the little you have to appear corporately. If you want to appear in the classroom, for example, you should not go to the classroom with slippers, bathroom slippers. You should not also use a shirt or a babariga or on top of a shirt. That means you are appearing in a ramshackle way.
a violation
You
of
use
the decent
you use your own simple kaftan into the classroom. And if you want to appear in an English way, you use your own simple shirt and your trouser, you use your own sandals or your cover shoes. But never, as a teacher, appear in the classroom with bathroom slippers. Otherwise, you will end up as being belittled by your own students, by the parents when they come looking for a teacher in the school. They will start asking, if they see you in bathroom slippers, they will, please help me, I want to see one of the teachers. And that is embarrassing because you are a teacher and you are not appearing to be one.
I'm sorry to cut you short, but I recall at times when we interview little school children and say, what would you want to become in the future? Most of them would not want to be teachers because perhaps the way teachers appear before them, they don't look at them as important personalities because of their own dress code and how they look at themselves as a people.
Certainly. That is why through on-the-job training, workshops, seminars, conferences, we always keep teachers reminded of their obligations, of their responsibilities, of their mode of dressing. It's very important. Once you appear neat and tidy, you don't have to use expensive dress. Then you are respected anywhere you go. You are highly respected. And therefore, teachers, like I have said, with the coming of Teachers Registration Council, have high hope of seeing positive changes in their day-to-day affairs, in their behaviors, in their training, in their profession, and whatever.
What will be your candid advice to teachers, most of whom are youth or young men and ladies today?
My advice to those that are in this noble profession, because I call it noble profession.
Of course it is, ma'am.
It is a selfless and sacrifice profession. I want to advise especially the youth. Let them know that teachers are special people. Teaching profession is a noble profession. And history has shown that those that have taught well and sacrificed their time to the best of their ability and knowledge are now the great leaders of the world, not only Nigeria. We have seen example of our respected father, President Shehu Shagari, who was always quoted as saying that the best moment of his life was when he was a teacher. So you can imagine.
Not even when he was a president.
Not even that. when he was a teacher. So you can imagine. Because he had teaching at the back of his mind. So this is what we want our youth to emulate, to know that if once they sacrifice their time, they will never regret it. A teacher, a committed teacher, can never regret being a teacher, because you will be somewhere else, you become stranded, then you come across your student, somebody you taught, and he will bail you out. Unknowingly, you don't know that. That is a teacher for you. So once you teach with all sense of sincerity, you can never regret. Let us uphold teaching profession. Let them know that if they uphold the profession, if they teach well, if they sacrifice their time, sky is the limit, and only God knows how and when and where they will end up.
At this point, we have come to almost the end of the program. And I must thank you very much on behalf of the station and the producer of the program for having you on in our studios to discuss Teachers International World Day. I must say that also that we recognize that you are also a model in the system as a teacher. And we congratulate you for your current position, and we hope that it will be the best opportunity for you to give your own inputs in terms of reviving the lost glory of teachers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma. Viewers, that has been a very worthwhile discussion on the International Day for Teachers, which we have discussed with an icon in the profession and also a leader in that direction, Honorable Hajia Kulurhanu, who is the Commissioner for Science and Technology in the Sokoto State, in particular. This is the much we can offer on the One Nation this week. And on this note, I would like to say that join us next week for another very interesting or educating package of the program. Thank you and God bless.
We are Nigerians. We are one people.